welcome again to some Wargame Airland battle action. It's going to be a bigger game on the good old Dalarna map. We just gotta love it. And yeah, we just switched to the opponent's perspective. So opponents are going to be packed, consisting of Crest, Free, 5 Rus, bizarre name, Demon, AAA, and Bagheera, and at NATO we got myself, Lightman, Hedgefunder, Shocks, and John 1981 UK. So I'm guessing he was born in 1981 and he lives in UK. Pretty astounding conclusion to come to, I know, but anyway. Just having a look, so yep, I'll be on the eastern section of the map, and yeah, everyone else will be covering all the other points. The opponents are not using any flares at all actually, so we'll see how cohesive their plan is going to be. We'll just see what happens. And let's see, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think I'm Flak Panzer Japard. Yep, I'm playing as West Germany, and you're going to see me well, have a hell of a time with them basically. In any case, the battle is joined. A couple of early aircraft coming in as per usual, helicopter infantry coming in as per usual. Napalm going to be dropped most likely here by this Yak 30. Nope, he... Huh, okay then. Never mind, he's going to miss his opportunity it seems. Nope, coming in from another swoop it seems. No problemo, and we've also got some dogfighting happening here. I believe that was our aircraft being shot down, most likely. Well, we got Su-20s, what the hell? Okay, so that's a Polish multi-role. Interesting, and the MiG-31M, of course. Good old Soviet long-range interceptor, or whatever the hell they want to call it. So, in any case, we'll see what happens actually. We do have battle being joined. Nothing happening here. Actually, no, they are engaging me, but there's a far bigger and perhaps slightly more interesting battle to watch right here actually. So let's just have a look at that actually. From this relatively close distance, it's still hard to see anything. There we go. There we go, got ATGMs being launched all over the place by both sides, and yeah, we've got a couple of tanks in the open, probably... never mind, they're still staying alive, so still blowing the crap out of everything. Still kind of hard to see what the hell they're even aiming at, but anyway, let's just zoom out a bit actually. We do have a nice little battle for the... okay, interesting use of aircraft there. Battle for the... urban sectors, and despite the fact that these Royal Marines are in the open, they're not getting torn to shreds actually. They don't seem to be in range of the Pure-Kottas mechs, apparently. And these Yak Commandos, not really sure why Hedgefunder sent them forward actually. If anything, these Royal Marines should be trying to get... actually, yeah, these guys... yeah, they're close quarter combat. Their LMGs are close quarter combat, so they can use them in the same buildings actually. In any case, there we go, finally. Got Royal Marines teleporting into these buildings. They should be able to deal relatively easily with the Pure-Kottas mechs, even though they are panicked and shaken, but not stirred, I guess. Promet's also coming into a pain in the ass, but gets taken out by... probably by the stir, I'm not 100% sure actually. In any case, yeah, we do have Kilo also under siege. The opponents do manage to get the command vehicle there before we do. In fact, okay, Hedgefunder basically taking it on single-handedly. Not doing such a bad job actually, given the circumstances. Should have sent in a command vehicle much earlier on, but in any case he is finally sending one in. Old Swedish command jeep, so I'll be playing as Sweden. As myself, I'm yeah, basically putting my infantry in a couple of different spots, trying to keep these areas covered. And the opponent's Bagheera, yeah, which seems to be Bagheera, is sending BMPTs, BMP-685s. That's right, those are the prototypes we saw in the previous round actually, with the pretty good rate of fire. Actually, how's their speed? Yeah, the speed's pretty good as well actually. And of course T-72B1s, as well as a couple of Tunguskas, which for some reason are grouped together. Pretty bizarre, but whatever. As myself, I've got crap loads of Raketen Jagdpanzers coming in to engage these guys. But if Bagheera keeps pushing into the forest, then these Raketen Jagdpanzers won't really be able to do much against them. Thankfully though, it looks like my Heimatschutzens do manage to force them back apparently. And unfortunately this... well, fortunately for Bagheera, his recon vehicle is going to be saved. Damn it. 2 missiles miss, and so does the third one. Pff, freaking lucky. Even a full one being fired for good measure. Not really doing much. Now, that's just freaking dandy. Oh well, just see what the result of the combat is. So we've got a bit of a stalemate in Echo, actually no, we've managed to capture Foxtrot, we just don't have a command vehicle there. Got a stalemate in Kilo there, command vehicle being sent in by Hatchfunder. India's firmly in my control, and Juliet is still continuing to come under siege. My recon infantry gets spotted pretty damn easily, actually. What the hell? Okay, these guys have got exceptional optics, that kind of explains it, I guess. But still, they're kind of decent distance away. Come on, man. Well, I've got more recon coming in, fancier tanks as well. Up against this amount of stuff that's still going to be a bit tricky. Manakatan Jagdpanzers, well, if they're engaging from their maximum range on their missiles, then they'd be able to take out this stuff with impunity, but unfortunately not exactly engaging at a particularly good angle there. And now I'm going to be learning over the Tunguskas as well. My ICE does actually manage to take out the helicopter, and he unfortunately gets killed off. That last missile being fired off by the book is the what that does mean. Oh well. What can you do? Shocks attempts a bit of a counter-attack, not really going to do too much though, and we do have Piakotta's mechs still trying to hold out in their little still trying to hold out in their little village, I guess you could say, or little urban sector anyway. And they will be able to hold out for the time being, actually. They did reveal themselves briefly for the leopards to fire at them, but yeah, then became hidden all of a sudden. You just gotta love how that happens. They just suddenly forget where the enemy is, despite the fact they were right there seconds ago. But oh well. Very interesting use of Zmias being used by AAA. And ironically getting taken out by AA. What a play on words indeed. In any case, things seem to have stabilised in Kilo, though we do have shocks coming in, reinforcing Hatchfunder's position. Actually does have warriors all that coming in, so it should be interesting to see how this will work out. Warriors on the open terrain though, not really going to work out against rocket launchers though, to say the least. Although these Fusiliers might be in a bit of trouble actually if they don't manage to take out the napalm tank in time. And nope, it's actually managing, yeah, it apparently is out of range of their rocket launchers. Huh, who to think? So these guys probably should get out of there actually before they get roasted. Huh, okay, that one kind of sucks that that's the case, but oh well. What can you do? So now we got these guys slowly burning to death. BMPs coming in, doing a bit of damage here and there, not really penetrating my lines too much. They probably could be taking better care of my Leopard 2s. They will be able to do quite a bit of damage, but since they're going to get attacked at point-blank range, that means that even a crappy gun on the BMP 685 is going to be able to do damage against them, and they'll get taken out. It looks like Fliegerfaust are not exactly a match for enemy vehicles either, bizarre enough. I think I might have been sending them up against the helicopter, but unfortunately they get taken out before they get a second missile off, and thus this Mi-24VP is going to slowly spin around, but it's going to escape as well. Massive pain in the ass. Such a shame I didn't really have anything here actually to take on these vehicles. I didn't expect them to actually just cut across like that, to be honest. But there we go. I'm going to be replying with Rakuten Jagdpanzers, and yeah, if I remember correctly, this round is generally going to be a bit of a pain in the ass for myself, because I'm a bit rusty with West Germany, and because Bagheera is just going to keep on sending loads of things against me, and he just seems to be catching me out of position no matter where I send my stuff. So there we go. I might actually have an attack I might actually get an attack happening on Echo, given the smoke that's being dropped right in front of the fagots. We'll see what happens, and okay, then also targeting the FOBs. Whoa, okay, 4 Kubs right next to each other. Now there's a very good target. Too bad don't have any more artillery coming towards them. Ah well, still that explains why our planes are being shot down with such regularity. Jesus. Kubs are not exactly that great. Actually, the accuracy isn't too bad, but just compared to the books, they're kind of crappy, but they can certainly do pretty well when assisted by either AA or when in numbers, like here, but they should not be clustered in like this. Yeah, John definitely recognises the importance of attacking them. And yeah, a bit of artillery would definitely do the trick. Unfortunately, even though he knows about this position, he's even put down the flare for that, he's not actually attacking with his own artillery. Okay. It's pretty bizarre to say the least, but I suppose he does have his reasons for not using artillery. I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, he knows of the Kubs being there, and yeah, they're not exactly... Well, they do have armour, but they don't have particularly good armour. Okay, so down goes, I believe, an enemy plane. Yeah, they don't have particularly good armour, they've just got 1 armour all around, so yeah, some decent artillery shots if they can land in the right spots, we'll be able to take out the, well, at least some of the cubs because they're so freaking clustered. But oh well. Well, VDVs continuing to come in. My Rockets and Jagdpanzers probably shouldn't get that close to bloody VDVs, but what the hell, they're incredibly cheap, and they do have these rather annoying sounding machine guns on them as well, so they'll be able to do quite a bit of damage, as you can see, especially with the Heimatschutzens in front to basically act as spotters, more so than anything else. Oh god, but unfortunately, yeah, now here comes the enemy's cavalry, T-72 B1s and T-72s as well, definitely a bit of a pain in the ass. My Yarakataniak Jagdpanzers can go to town on them if they can attack from maximum range of their ATGMs. Might not actually happen, but well, whatever, we'll see. We'll see. Surprised actually don't have more ATGMs for Bagheera, but I suppose he is mostly engaging at close quarter combat, so I suppose it's not really going to do much good to get more long range stuff out just yet until, well, unless he really wants to engage it with some tricky angles. And if Mighty actually does have a couple of helicopters to engage me with, so yeah, actually they're grouped up for some bizarre reason, not entirely sure why, but anyway. And there we go, firing an ATGM, a couple of rockets as well, doing plenty of damage. So there we go, they actually are going to have some ATGMs in the mix. And on helicopters, why not, especially since my AA doesn't seem to be doing anything against it. Yeah, Bagheera seems to be, yeah, using his stuff at pretty long range actually, and yeah, as you can see, my own stuff. Well, as soon as I stick my head out, got a whole crap load of tanks and BMPs, well, single BMPs, well, multiple BMPs ready to fire at them, so yeah, I'll probably do well to stay, you know, somewhat within the forest where they can't target me, but to note I'm actually still sending in Heimatschutzens forward, not exactly a great idea, but oh well. There you go, that's what I'm doing for some bizarre reason, and yeah, as you can see, they're going to get detected and destroyed pretty easily because we do have this recon vehicle by Bagheera, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Thankfully though, no, I'm still sending him forward. No, actually it's a Jupiter that's going forward. Not entirely sure why, but in any case, yeah, this is basically what happens to stuff that gets too far forward. As you can see. This is what happens to stuff that's next to stuff that gets too far forward as well. Actually, it gets caught in the crossfire. We still have a stalemate for Echo. Just having a look actually. Oh, bizarre enough, we actually got all these APCs managing to fire at these Piakotas mechs despite the fact that they're actually firing from forests. So there we go, managing to engage the Piakotas mechs. Assault engineers also coming in, should be able to finish them off. We do have a some sort of a bomber coming in to finish off the APCs, but the bomber gets taken out in return. Not exactly a worthwhile target in my opinion. These are just M113 A1s, which cost 5 points apiece. So, although a few of them did get killed off in one single go, not exactly an effective use of a bomber aircraft, to say the least. Although, nice spread of AA though, by my allies there, to say the least. These assault engineers, not really sure why exactly they wanted to get that close actually. I mean, that basically means they can't use their flash launchers, but in any case they do manage to finish off the Piakotas mechs. There we go, that point is now ours. We do have Shocks trying to come in to do a bit of damage on the side of this point of his chieftains, but well, another plane coming in, getting destroyed apparently. Actually, might be able to do it. For some reason, AAA and Dimon, they haven't exactly reinforced this point very heavily, so these VDVs, well, once they get taken out, then technically we should be able to get these Royal Marines in without taking too much fire from the VDVs. These chieftains are getting engaged by the Mi-28 actually. Fancy indeed. And, okay, there we go, the Spartans will hopefully take out the BRDM2 as well. In fact, I don't think Shocks was aware of them. Unfortunately, the VDVs, they do have extended range on their rocket launchers compared to other infantry, as you can see. And, yeah, they're going to be able to reach over and destroy. I believe those are just APCs. But the BDRM2 has been revealed, so hopefully someone will be sending in something to destroy it at some point. Royal Marines, at the very least, have managed to make it to this sector. Actually, wait a minute. Close quarter combat and stat. Actually, they probably could try, but given how close they are to this set of buildings, they probably should just try to go right on top of the VDVs to use their close quarter combat LMGs, but whatever. Should be able to take them out nonetheless. Chieftains are not doing too well though, VDVs still managing to take them out despite the fact that they're panicked and stunned and all that. And the battle for the other points continues onwards. Foxtrot is... I'm not really sure if the command vehicle was ever sent there actually, but in any case, there's definitely room to send one in. In fact, even AAA is trying to send in a command vehicle to this little stretch of forest most likely. Nope, he's actually going to be sending it back rather wisely. My point still continues to be under siege. ATGM helicopters firing at shitty transports, I believe. Yeah, just shitty truck transports. Trying to do what they can. But yeah, these guys are completely panicked. They should actually be retreating entirely. And as my forces, well, despite the fact that they're pretty well within the forests, well, still managing to get a few shots. My opponent's still managing to get a few shots off here and there actually, so definitely keeping me contained, but otherwise not really being able to do too much, and in fact our points are going up pretty quickly. Finally I do manage to get some AA shots with my... what the hell, let's get a nice little view of this. There we go. I do manage to... I want to get a look at this helicopter. There we go. I do manage to get some shots off, presumably with AA infantry, but unfortunately it's not quite enough against these helicopters. In fact, actually landing, bizarre enough. And yep, there goes another shot, missing them entirely. Incredible. Simply incredible. You just gotta love that. Oh well. Yeah, still my Yard Commandos are managing to still shoot at something, or rather, whatever they're shooting at, they're missing horribly. The helicopters, unfortunately, even though they're right next to the ground, incredibly close to the ground, I was actually surprised that they even managed to fire the rockets that distance. You think the rockets would have actually hit the intervening terrain, well, the ground first before actually going all the way there, but there we go. What can you do, eh? Yeah, Commando is still continuing to launch missiles, but because they're panicked, they won't be able to hit much, actually. So what I should have done with them is retreat them and maybe get some fresher commandos, commandos like maybe these guys, who are still worried and panicked, but still slightly more fresh, I guess. Yeah, I should have just sent them across as well, but oh well. Or rather, instead. But oh well, what can you do? What can you do? So we've got ISIS coming in to take out a grand total of one fucking helicopter. Well, they do both manage to survive, and these Tunguskas for some reason are not using the SAM, so Bagheera probably should be turning off the radar guns to use the SAMs, so well. And there we go, finally they're going to try to do a bit of damage, but at the very least I do have plenty of infantry to thwart this attack most likely. A combination of Heimatschutzens, Jaegers, yeah, that should be alright. And there we go, we win nonetheless, so relatively short game. Don't know if I'll combine it with the other one. As you can see, yeah, definitely taking more losses. I was basically just boxed in and not exactly doing a great job breaking the contain. We did have that last tank attack happening on my point as well, but I don't think it would have really worked anyway. My infantry would have whittled it down slowly but surely. Could have done with more infantry actually, but well, there you go. And maybe slightly more spread out so they don't get panicked so freaking easily from HE shells. But live and learn, live and learn. One thing I really wish the Germans had was flame-based infantry, or flame-based anything. I'm pretty sure the West Germans don't have any flame-based weapons at all. They're just too bloody civilized. But there you go. Got experience acquired again for no particular reason. We've got this XP1 stuff for leveling up. And we've got political chat in the main chat as well, things that are pretty usual as you can see, but anyway, enough of that. Not really talking about too much at the moment, so anyway, let's just end it right there, and I'll see you all next time.